Now that your figure, your front figure is done being drawn, I have gone in and I've erased the bent arm and the bent leg because I want to just keep this first figure that I did. I'm going to show you how to add clothing. And again, this is review from 2nd grade. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to work, I think, with a green marker first. And we are going to do a shirt, and I'm going to show you a short sleeve shirt and a long sleeve shirt, and then I'm going to show you a pair of shorts and a long sleeve pair of pants. So the first thing you need to know, and again, pause the video as you need to, the first thing you need to know is the clothing is not part of your skin. The clothing is fabric, so it's very loose. It has waves to it. We don't want our clothing to look like it's like paper cutouts. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put just a collar of my shirt. And what I want you to notice, and I might scan this in just a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing here. I want you to notice how this line goes a little bit higher than the body. So I want my shirt to not be on my lines, because if I draw on my figure, my shirt's going to look really stiff and I want it to look more natural. So I'm going to bring this down. Notice I might put a little bit of wave into it. So this side's going to be my long sleeve. Now if my arm is overlapping my torso, I'm going to see a little line here where my arm overlaps. So then I'm going to have, here's my shirt coming down, coming over, back up, and then I might have my t-shirt side. Okay, I can go in and I can now erase the lines I no longer need inside of my shirt or my body, because I'm not going to see my body inside of the shirt. And if you remember last year, I showed you a trick for making these arms look like they're going up inside of the t-shirt. And that is this. You just take your pencil and you just make a line toward your arm, stopping at the arm. And I'm just going to darken that line so that you can see how the arm now looks like it's going up inside. And you'll notice that my shirt looks very natural now. It does not look stiff. It looks like fabric. So I'm going to roll this up a little bit and I'm going to show you how to do pants and then shorts. So same thing over here. I'm going to start here and I'm going to kind of make this kind of wavy, and I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring this up, and I have to remember I'm doing shorts on this side, so I don't want to bring it all the way down. And obviously you're not going to have one side be shorts and the other side be pants. I suppose that's a fashion trend you want to start. That's fine with me, but just for showing you how to do this. So I have a pair of shorts coming over here and then coming back up. Again, I'm going to erase anything that's inside my clothing. And then I'm going to bring this in and just darken up just so that you can see this a little bit better. Now, if I have knees showing, then I can go in, and I don't need to really show the knees. And I can maybe make this hand probably a little bit better right there. Now, one thing I want you to notice is that he's wearing pants and I'm kind of looking down, so that's why I did a curve this way. Whereas if I want to see the underneath side, just like I did a curve this way. Notice when I'm trying to show underneath, I went a curve that's going towards the top, kind of a top, like an angled curve going up and down, and then this one's kind of coming the opposite direction. Many of you guys like to wear sport tops. So I'm going to show you how to do like a sleeveless sport jersey. So again, I'm going to use orange this time. And I'm going to follow the same line so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I would still start with this basic shape. Only usually in girls this would work for tank tops and summer dresses too. I don't see the whole sleeve. 9 times out of 10 sport jerseys are sleeveless. So I would be just putting a little line here and a little line here. And those sleeveless jerseys kind of tuck underneath the arm. So I'm going to put a curve so it looks like it's wrapping underneath, kind of underneath the armpit, and then it's going to come down. Are you seeing that? So that's how you would do kind of a sport jersey. Now for girls, and I'm going to kind of bring this out just a little bit. Girls always like to know how to do dresses. So I'm going to show you how to do a dress. You can keep this, again, I'm just going to use pink here, and I'm just going over. So pink would be here. If you wanted to use a sleeveless dress, if you would come down. You could have a top here. And I know a lot of people, crop tops are really popular right now. So you could do a crop top with a little belly button. And then you could add a skirt. Or if you wanted to create a dress, this could all connect as one piece. If you wanted a longer dress, you would come down and you would just kind of create whatever you want, and then you could do pattern design. If you wanted puffy sleeves, you might have a puffy sleeve that would come over here. So there's a lot of different things that you could do for this. The arm would go up in there. I would be erasing inside the arm here so that now you can see you have a figure that is more realistic. And then you could always go in and you could add shoes. So maybe, there's, sneakers, and maybe you want to erase some of these extra lines. Maybe you don't need all of them, but you kind of get the idea. Girls, you could maybe put on some kind of fancier shoes, or maybe you've got like a little heel on, something like that. I didn't do that very well. So maybe you've got kind of a fancier shoe that you're putting on, though I think that might be, that looks like it's too small for my figure, so you might need to enlarge it. But you get the basic idea. So that's how you're going to go ahead and add clothing. Don't be afraid to add pattern and design. To get fancy, you could put beads on it, buttons, whatever you want to do. You could add, you could add, pockets to your pants, or maybe there's like a little pocket at the top. Maybe there's some pencils sticking out. Well, back in the old day, pocket protector, kind of aging myself here. A gaming shirt, do a design for one of your games that you play. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. So looking forward to seeing your figures in their fabulous creations.